Hello lovely souls, welcome to my channel, or welcome back. My name is Nasy, this is Nasy Tarot, and today in this Pick a Necklace reading, I'm going to be looking into and bringing messages from your heart. What does your heart want to say to you most at this time? Initially, I wanted to make a relationship reading, and I was recording a pile and everything went wrong in this reading, and Spirit kept on bringing messages from the heart or related to the heart space, so I just had to go with the flow. Otherwise I just would be stuck trying to make the reading I thought was the right one to make at this time. And yeah, so this will be this kind of reading. It is more of self-centered, self-focused kind of reading, and actually I love those kind of readings, and I feel like a lot of people right now need some reassurance, inner reassurance or advice from themselves, from their higher selves, or from their heart selves at this time. And I chose necklaces because the necklace naturally lays on our heart, on our chest when we wear them. So we have 3 piles here today, starting with pile 1, this black, red, white beady necklace. Pile 2 with pearl in silver, I think it's silver, necklace. And pile 3 with this fluorite necklace. There could be multiple piles, aka multiple messages in different piles for you. So feel free to pick as many piles as you see fit, and I will see you guys in your reading. Hello pile 1, welcome to your reading. If you chose this bead necklace, this is going to be your reading, messages from your heart. So first of all, as soon as I got into your energy, I felt this resistance, and I heard the word resistance. So there must be a goal, a big goal that you have set for yourself, that you are in the process of reaching right now. And it feels like there is some kind of resistance or delays, or just, yes, initially resistance between you and the outside world. There is a friction, not in a good way. At least you feel like you have to push against the wall to even move or progress in whatever goal you set for yourself. There is definitely distraction, or are multiple distractions, and it feels like a lot of distractions for you right now are people, their outside look on your problem, if you have any problem or goal. It feels like people around you are pulling you in different directions, or different projects or things are pulling you in different directions, and I feel this like exhaustion. I immediately I feel back pain and I struggle with my back all of my life, but I just felt like very strong back pain. You could be carrying a lot of heavy, it feels like responsibilities, or multiple goals, or one big goal that you're trying to achieve right now. And your heart space feels heavy. It does feel heavy. But we will look deep into it. I will start with, actually, I don't know if I said that in the beginning. I think I didn't say in the intro that all of the decks, all of the cards I will be using today, they're all handmade. So I just felt guided and drawn to my handmade deck. So this is like a deck that I wanted to make tarot cards out of all of those cards, but they just stayed like that. I will pull out the card of color. It will kind of help me with channeling a bit more. Those are just different colors in this deck. I think I will just pull different cards without that much like verbal explanation. I just feel like I wanted to tell you guys how the process is gonna go, so... And the camera is struggling to focus right now, so maybe you're struggling with focusing on... Maybe you feel dizzy or like sleepy, and you struggle to focus on that one task again. So that's just one more confirmation here. I will pull out different cards from different decks and we will proceed. Okay, so it's black card that fell on its face. Next is archetype cards. I just saw 404 on the timer, so 404 reminds me of... Okay, we have Jester upright. On the top of each of the cards of archetypes, there is the goal of each of the archetype, and on the downside is the fear or weakness of each of the archetype here. Okay, you have Jester. It says levity and fun. And number 5. You could be life path 5, possibly. Okay, and I will also pull a card from another deck. Okay, we have Truth is never ugly, but it was upside down. So it says passion under soft exterior, I am that bee. And number 8. It went upside down. I feel like I need something else to clarify, actually. I feel like I'm missing something. I feel like I want to pull one more colored card here. Oh my god, it's so much. No, I'm not taking those. Okay, they both fell on their face. This one is white. And okay, we will put the blue card here. Okay, your current energy is intense. But I feel like you try to hide or try to mask it out with exactly the opposite of what you're feeling or what you're going through. You try to stay on the lighter side of things, and I feel like this is what is your biggest benefit or biggest... This is the biggest asset that you have. You're probably very good with words because here we have throat chakra and blue card. You may be the cheerleader in other people's lives. You may be just very good with words. It's very easy to connect with people through words for you. You may be enjoying intellectual conversations, and in general you feel like a very pleasant person to be around, and it feels like you are not seeing the truth of the situation, of current situation right now. You could be struggling with finances because we have 8 here, and 8 is a number of financial wealth and balance. But most of all, it feels like you're trying to avoid something, to avoid some kind of responsibility or truth through being on the lighter side of things. And I just want to say that I really understand that energy. It is very relatable, and many people probably can relate to you, Pile 1. I feel like you're a very relatable person. You're able to relate to many people, or many people can relate to you, because what you're going through is very human. It's a very human kind of experience. It is natural for us to maybe try to choose to be in light rather than go in shadow, especially in regards to how many things you have to handle right now, or how many responsibilities you need to handle. It is more than natural to try to balance it out or go to the lighter side, just not to feel as heavy as you are right now. But it doesn't feel like it's helping much. But it still feels like you're trying. And I'm sorry, Pal 1, if this reading will trigger you. All my readings are kind of blunt. Sometimes they're less blunt. But I feel like Spirit wants to be clear with you. Because as it says here, truth is never ugly. And there is definitely passion in your heart that wants to be used more. Passion and fire that wants you to maybe go a bit deeper in the darker waters, and for you to experience that intensity and breathe it in and breathe it out as fire and passion. And it feels a little bit to me like you don't want to hurt other people with your pain that you're going through right now, or difficulties, and that you think about other people a lot. But the truth is, other people may also be going through similar experiences as you are, and it is more than okay to show your weakness to others, because this will create vulnerability and strength. I kind of want to cover the boredom because that's how it was. And you may be bored with lighter side of things right now, or you want to hide your boredom with how routine just feels draining to you right now. Yeah, but it feels like you're a fighter, Pile 1. It definitely does. This card is, when I was making it, it made me feel so intense and fiery and passionate and victorious. And Pile 1, you can be victorious in this situation, no matter how complicated it is. There is fire in your veins. Iron, liquid iron runs through your veins, Pile 1. You are an incredible machine of a human being, and Spirit is calling you to use your passion, your fire. I'm hearing it's sexy. I'm hearing somebody saying that People will appreciate your passion, your beautiful engagement with your goal, and sometimes some parts of the journey can be very boring, but I feel like, Palawan, you're the only one who sees tedious things that you have to do as boring. Other people see that as determination, as, again, passion that you have for something, and you just go through all the phases to achieve that goal. So even if you're not yet engaging actively with the goal that you want to achieve, Spirit is calling you that you can do that. And again, about your heart. Your heart is so passionate, is full of passion. Your heart is calling you to get to work. I'm hearing get to business. I'm hearing enough of fun and games. Let's get to work. There is greatness ahead for us. Yeah, and part of the reason why you maybe not actively engaging with difficult tasks is because you are afraid of failing, afraid of being soft, afraid of being more compassionate to yourself. Because it feels like you are your worst enemy at times, Palawan. There could be trauma related to you being passionate or you being too much, and it needs to go, Palawan. This mindset needs to go, and I know it's never as easy as just letting it go, but acknowledging that you can be your biggest cheerleader as much as you are cheerleader and fun and beautiful intellectual person for other people. You can be that for yourself. Okay, so Palawan, if this sounds like you, or if you got anything from this little energy check, and we even got into messages already from your heart. Your heart wants you to be excited about life and excited about your upcoming life changes. I'm hearing life changes. So maybe there is a change in your environment or just changes in your life that you're struggling with because you feel like you have no one to relate to, maybe, or no one to get advice from. Spirit is saying, get curious. And also I heard be stupid, so I don't know, that seems more like don't be afraid to be a novice at something, because this is how we all get started at anything. Look back at what you have achieved so far and look back at things that you didn't know you could do until you tried to do them. I'm hearing the song Never Not Try. All the songs I am hearing or I will channel, I will leave in the description box for you, because there could be messages related to your pile or just messages for you. I will actually shuffle that off camera. We're now going to be getting into straight up messages from your heart. Okay. I will be using those handmade Lenormand cards. I have Rider. This is whip reversed. Dog reversed. And clouds upright. Yeah. And on the back of the deck we have ring. So your heart wants you to know that your judgment currently is clouded. You cannot find peace or stability in your own self. But no matter where you will try to look at or for this peace and stability, it is already in you. And it feels like you're going for some kind of goal and you're trying to go at it with the least resistance or least conflict. If this is about a job, there could be a big competition or there could be a fallout at your home. Some kind of structure seems to be crumbling and you don't know where to go, where to find that structure, where to find that stability. This could also be that you're trying something new and it's not going the way you want it to. There could be delays and it feels like you cannot find a stable ground for yourself to go at something in a safe way or try something, and this is a complicated energy. But it feels like you're trying to find stability or trying to commit yourself to something new and exciting. But it's not going the way you want. You cannot find stable ground again and you don't know how to do this the right way, and your heart is saying that I want actually letter. You could be waiting for like an approval for a job, or there is some kind of message you want to send to someone who's dear to you. This can actually be talking about a relationship, but I'm hearing the message has been sent. And what your heart wants to say to you the most is that you're already everything that you need in life. And if you're trying to find some kind of stability or trying to make yourself feel better for other people or trying to lighten your load, maybe you're procrastinating at something or trying to finish something that is kind of scary or start something new again. I'm getting so lost and confused right now. It feels like I'm getting clouded as much as you are. Whew. This is heavy energy. But it feels like whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're carrying right now on yourself, is some kind of weight that other people are not caring for you. Your heart wants you to know that everything will be fine. And when I was channeling your messages, I felt like I was very stressed. My body was in a very stressful position, but now that I've sat back, I paused a little bit to actually listen to what your heart wants you to say, or wants me to say to you, wants you to hear. I've heard a very simple phrase, and that was it. Everything will be fine. And in whatever you're trying to do, if it's not working and you just want to try harder and harder and you're pushing more and more, there's a phrase that goes, insanity is trying same thing again and again and expecting different result. This could be your situation, that if you want it to work, maybe you need to try a different approach. It also feels like there is a lack of structure in your thinking, because I also tried, I recorded your pile and it went chaotically because I was nervous about it going the wrong way and all that stuff. And when I actually focused on my body at the way of how stressed I was physically, I forced myself to sit back and relax. So for you, breathing, yoga, any kind of physical exercise that is not high intensity, probably, it would be very helpful. Or even when you feel like you're lost, your thoughts are all over the place, sitting back and becoming aware of your body. You know, thinking to yourself, yes, okay, those are my toes, let me put my feet on the ground in the comfortable way. Making yourself comfortable through physical body would be very nice for you. And your heart says that I heard I love you. So this seems like a message from your body, because your heart is in your body, right? Your body loves you, and no matter how much maybe you don't think that you're good enough, or that you look good enough, which is an interesting message, because you don't have to look perfect or aesthetically pleasing. First of all, there's an interesting message, so I will just bring it in. You don't have to look aesthetically pleasing all the time. You're human, and what is an aesthetic? I think you're very good at making things look good, but you also could be struggling with not overthinking how you look or how your body looks or smells. I mean, smelling good is a nice thing, right? But your body is born to protect you. It is designed to protect you, heal you, love you, cleanse you. Yes. And you don't have to make it look aesthetic, aesthetically all the time. Because it feels like there is too much in your mind, even in regards of how people view you. There is this again, in this gesture card, there is levity and fun. And in the message to your heart, from your heart, it feels like you're looking at something bigger than you, or you're trying to commit yourself to something like maybe a job or a new relationship that is, stable and serious, or you are changing. And this life or area of your life where you have fun and maybe you drink or go out, it is not enough for you anymore. You want to go higher. You want to go, above the clouds. You want to see what's beyond the clouds here. You want to go maybe in a career or take on more responsibility than you would take on in the past. You're changing, that's the message here. And your heart wants to admire you. And your heart wants to say that you're just a human in the end of the day. No matter how perfect you try to make yourself look, you're just a human. And actually I have this plushie here. I wanted to include it in the look of this reading, but it's here at the side and it has this like cute hands. Look at how pretty. And it's so soft. And like huggy, cuddly. And I feel like this is you, deep down, You're this soft and cuddly person, and there is this possibility of you going to the extremes, of you being either peak responsibility, beautiful, gorgeous machine, passionate, collected, strong, or you being completely lost and feeling extremely weak in this world where you have to figure things out on your own sometimes. And your heart wants you to know that you're both. And in the end of the day, you're just a human. And human beings are not supposed to be aesthetically pleasing or attractive, at least not all the time. Of course, you can have your beautiful days. Maybe you're always looking good, no matter how well you're dressed. It feels like people admire you. People that are most important, they love you and admire you the way you are. And there is no difference in you being extremely beautiful or being all collected and, being this top of the food chain kind of situation or person. No, you're meant to learn. You're meant to grow. And even if there are people that depend on you, if those are not like, children or animals that are completely, they cannot help you in your career, But there may be something you need to maybe learn from animals. They're strong, they're powerful, but they have just as much wisdom as a human does, because we are also animals. And our bodies are powerful and gentle at the same time. We're very fragile. But you maybe have to maybe watch a wolf documentary or a documentary about how wild animals exist, in the wild. This maybe inspire your wild and beautiful and luxurious spirit that you are. I know that human world is very silly. Most of us, we don't know what the hell we're doing. We're just, going with the flow. And you don't have to always seem strong. Show that you're vulnerable and that you don't know all the stuff all the time. And it's okay. And that you're also wise beyond your years, I'm hearing. So you definitely are extremely wise. You just don't give yourself enough credit. And your heart wants you to know that no matter how much you may break or fall down, your heart just, wants to give you a big hug in the end of the day and say, "You're doing amazing, sweetie." This is what your heart wants you to know, that you are human, and this can be either most humiliating or most empowering thing that you will hear. I'm hearing, and also do meditations and drink water. So your heart wants you to know that taking care of your basic needs and maintaining your inner peace, because meditation is a very peace-inducing practice. It is the most important thing. Yeah, okay. Oof. Okay. This was a bit scattered reading, but one more thing that your heart wants you to know is that you're always safe. Because your heart is still beating. You're still breathing. That means you're alive, and that means nothing is lost. Nothing is yet set in stone, I'm also hearing. And that everything will be fine. So lastly, I will get some charms for you, get some last messages. What does Pile One's heart wants them to know? I'm looking away from the camera. What does their heart wants them to know? Okay, anything else? Okay, not everything, please. Okay, I'm getting... Oh, and the fresh, okay. Thank you. So we have here the star with a cat. We have here this amber dice, and actually I will throw them now. Number 1, and you're Pile 1. Beautiful. Okay, why was I going to throw this? This is candy for sore throat. So you could be having troubles with your throat chakra right now. You could be feeling very insecure in expressing yourself. Let me throw this dice. Have here 10. This is another one. Oh my god. You have a lot of ones. So you have this beautiful charm, this little accessory, and the black pin. So what I'm getting here is that you are rewriting your fate. With whatever you're going right now, you are changing your fate, turning it into destiny. Your heart wants you to know that you may be feeling like you're all alone, with number 1. here, but you always have yourself. I'm hearing me, myself, and I. And there are times when you have to rely on yourself. And the star gives me also the feeling of starting fresh or of a new beginning. That is, you may not be even changing jobs or doing anything different in your life, but you feel like from the inside you're changing. You're tuning deeper into your intuition with this moon here and with the deer. And you may be feeling very confused because it feels like one part of you that maybe was dormant for a long time is coming online finally, and you're being very confused. But what your heart wants you to know is that taking care of yourself, being kinder to yourself, giving yourself the rest that you need will actually strengthen this this asset or this quality that has been turned on in you, within you. Your heart wants you to know that I'm hearing the fate has changed. So again, you're turning a new leaf in your life or in your book of your life and treating yourself like a main character, treating yourself like, again, like you're in a new chapter of a book. You may not be, you may not know what's going to happen, but I'm also paying attention to this 4 and 8 here, this 40, 80 here. This new chapter of your life will require you to work really hard, but it will also bring you beautiful results. And with this spin, you're being called to be determined to open yourself more, to stand for yourself more, to be more assertive in what you want, where you want to go, even if there are people that go against you. But always listen to your intuition, and even if you want to go against an authority just because you want to achieve this goal, but in the core of this achievement is just you proving your point or proving yourself right, that means you're going in the wrong direction, or you're going from a place of ego, and this road will not lead you anywhere. But your heart wants you to know that if you feel in doubt, just put your hand on your heart and everything will be alright. This is what I'm hearing. So yes, this is what I got for you, Pile 1. Thank you for listening to this reading, watching this reading. Comment down below how it resonated for you. If you have any other insights that you maybe got from charms or throughout this reading, because I feel like your pile is very intuitive with a star and very intellectual too. So let me know how it resonated in general. And have a lovely day. Always take care of yourself. I love you, and I will see you in the next reading. Hello, Pile 2, welcome to your reading. Thank you for being here. I don't know why I want to say that, but thank you for being here. If you chose this beautiful necklace, this is going to be a reading. And straight up when I put the necklace in frame, I heard Simmer by Hayley Williams. Sorry. Yeah. I heard that song, and all the songs that I will channel in every reading, I will put in the description box down below. And I heard this song, especially the lyric that goes like, "How to get addicted? No," or something like that. It's a phrase in the song that talks about the person who's singing being addicted to control. So you could be feeling like you're in control, or you like this feeling very much, and when you don't feel in control, you feel anxious or scared. There's a difference between energies, because I just finished filming pile 1 and it was kind of all over the place. It was kind of foggy, very intense. Your energy feels very quiet and peaceful. And also based on the necklace that you chose, you could be a water sign. So I don't know, I heard all the fire signs like Aries, Leo, Sagittarius in my head, but could be a joke from spirit. But in general, I feel like even though you are very peaceful and calm, you could look like in Leo. You could have like Leo, Sagittarius. What's a last sign? Leo, Sagittarius, Aries rising. Oh my god, I forgot. I'm sorry. Sorry, Aries. Your energy feels sweet, but also very blunt and calm. It feels sharp, calm, and kind, and at the same time, it feels like you're a very multifaceted person. But it also shows how deep you really are. And if you think about how deep there are shells that pearls get extracted from, you are very deep. Because those shells, they're sitting on the bottom of the shore of the ocean. Yeah, and they're very deep in the water. So you seem like a very deep and beautiful person. And I'm actually getting Earth from like Libra, very Venusian feeling. Libra or Taurus from your pile. So you could have those prominent placements in your chart. And you have similar energy to pile 1. But pile 1 was very fiery, I would say. It was very fiery. There was a bit of Capricorn there as well. Unfortunately, I didn't say that to pile 1. But there is definitely a connection here in energy. Yeah. But I feel very calm getting into your energy. So you could be in a state of cleanse. You could be cleansing your energy a lot, or even if you're not doing that consciously, no rituals, no nothing, there could be still this energy of you like maybe crying a lot, purging certain situations. And coming back to the theme of control, there could be a situation in your life that is coming to a close, or situation that is out of your control, that you just have to accept. It hurts you because you feel like you cannot control it, so this may be very painful. But you feel very still. Not just still like metal, but still in a way of sitting still, listening to yourself more, getting in touch with what you think about the situation, how you're feeling. You could be getting into therapy, or actually I feel like you are yourself a great therapist to other people, because the silence that I'm feeling, you could be a very quiet person, but this silence that you create around yourself, it helps other people to open up. And my throat chakra is just let me take a sip of water really quick. So the second I started talking about my throat chakra, my left ear started ringing, and it's still ringing quite prominently. So there is a caution here on saying harsh things that you may regret later. Or expressing your irritation in a very, I'm hearing genuine way, but it feels like conflict, and your heart wants you to know that you're better than that. In pile 1 there was also a phrase, a very short phrase, that was the main message. So there is another analogy here that when we're channeling, when tarot readers channel from spirit, there could be like a very complicated messages or different complicated energies, and I'm channeling your heart, and your heart knows the truth, and truth is usually pretty simple. And this message of you being better than that, is not necessarily about you being above other people. It is more of you being on the same level, but more expansive, more composed. It's about your composure. Because you could be above somebody in societal status, let's say, but I'm hearing your heart say, I know that they love them. They just don't know any better, or they're just harsh to them. But they love them. Your heart speaks the language of love. It feels like you're a very giving and hearty person. Even when you want to be harsh, you still want to say what is right. But sometimes, if you get triggered, or you get hurt, or you get afraid or anxious, you may say things that will hurt other people, and I'm hearing you know that. You know that you're gonna say, and this will hurt this person, but in the heat of the moment you may still, I'm hearing, get flustered and still say this thing, or not say the right thing. So there is definitely the message of your speaking, of you speaking with care and character. Sorry for the sound in the background, if you will hear this. And I just saw 11:11 on timer. Your message is very powerful, Pile 2. Your message is that you are both this passionate fire that burns in your heart and this compassionate water that runs through your veins, and you could be very good with words. And Spirit actually is coming through to say that you need to write that down. I'm just hearing write it down. So if you want to write something, I'm hearing time is ticking. Time is a ticking bomb. So yes, it is not about you missing something or missing a time frame, like this unique time frame where you will be able to write that down or write whatever you want down. A poem, haiku, it's like a Japanese type of poems. Anything that you want, even like fan fiction, I don't know, anything your heart desires. Your heart wants to speak. Speak in the language of your soul. So you will have to cooperate with your heart and speak on the paper, speak with other people, talk to yourself. How do you talk to yourself? Think about how powerful your words are, because I feel like they are. And imagine how much beautiful things you could bring into the world if you just spoke with more intent. Okay, I haven't even pulled any cards yet, so I will get out your energy first with those archetype cards. By the way, okay, we got 2. Is it 2? All the cards that I'm using today, they're handmade because I was guided to do this. So this is just what I wanted to say. And we have yellow. Oh my god. This is wonderful. Actually, let me do this. And we have green here. Heart space energy. Straight up from your heart. Yes, let me grab this one too. This deck. Okay. We actually have 3 for you. So we have this card upside down. It says, choose the next destination, number 2. And you're pile 2. The same thing happened in pile 1. They were like repeating 2s. And we have 3 and 4 here. Oh my god, this is so powerful. You could have correlation to pile 2. If you feel guided to watch, then feel free. So, let me actually read that card. What is inside shall be outside. You're able to create your destiny, magician, and number 1. And star power. Yeah, and here we have all the numbers from 1 to 4, so if you see repeating numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4 on the clock or anywhere, this could be the message of your guides being very close to you. This card says, move at a gentle pace. Let go of your need to hurry. Sorry, pal, too. There was actually a lot of interruptions in this reading, or a lot of noise in the background, so you may feel the need to shut out the noise around you, or to be with your own self more. There is also this feeling of irritation and wanting to protect yourself from others and protect your heart too from other people. But your heart wants you to know that other people are just like you. And whatever you feel irritates you in other people may also exist in yourself. And the world may be a noisy place, and I feel like you're my hermit pile. You just, would be happy to live in the woods, go grocery shopping once a week, but the rest of the time you would happily spend in the forest, or you may feel this connection to the ocean too. Connection to the earth, again, I feel like you have my earthy, watery pile here. There is still a lot of beauty in the human world, and it is a very important learning experience. No matter how unpleasant it is, you don't have to engage with humans all the time. But you are human, and there is this alien feeling here. Very powerful feeling, by the way. Yeah, you're still human. Your heart wants you to know that you can create your destiny and co-create it with spirit. Alright, this card says, move at a gentle pace, let go of your need to hurry, lapis lazuli, amber, cream jasper, and this is Jupiter. So this is a very expansive time for you, and it feels like your heart chakra, your heart is expanding. And with this rebel and revolution here, so with each, why do I want to say hair type? Maybe you're getting a haircut or taking care of your hair more. This is just a side message. This message here is, this word here is the goal of each of archetype. And this is a weakness or fear in the bottom. So your goal is revolution. Oh my god, it's so exciting. Yeah. And caregiver, you have here Cancer. You can be Cancer or have any placements of Cancer. You want to help others, and your weakness or fear is selfishness. There's definitely an expansion in your heart and upper chakras. Or not necessarily in upper. Actually, yeah, crown chakra here with this purple and blue. So throat chakra and root. There is a lot of expansion going on, and you're everywhere. So you're right now at the point in your life where you want to expand, but you need to move with moderation, and it feels like there's a lot of future connections in your life that you want to open yourself to, want to open this new page of your story. But there is an ask from your heart to fill up your cup first. And no matter how much you want to be selfless and take care of others, it is all good. It is amazing. It is beautiful. But be more still and stable, and make sure to take, let's say, 2 steps forward and then stand for a little bit. Because I'm hearing that if you run, if you like move 10 steps forward, you may also take 12 steps back because you will burn out. Or I'm actually I'm smelling something burning. There are people cooking something in the kitchen in the other room, so yeah, this is a perfect add-on to the burnout message. You're a very beautiful, wonderful soul, but you need to protect your energy and choose your destination. Yeah, you need, if you're lacking a purpose in where you want to move, there needs to be a couple of good questions of honesty. Where you honestly want to be in, let's say, like a year. Not exactly what's realistic. I feel like you have your critical thinking on check, so it's not this that is a problem. It is more that I'm hearing dare to dream, so your heart wants you to dream. Dream big. Dream whatever your heart desires. And have faith at it becoming true. Of course, like giving yourself a very, very hardcore goal could actually make your burnout faster, even faster. But think of what would make you extremely happy, where you want to be, like in the end of this year, let's say. By the way, this is a timeless reading, so whenever you watch it, where you want to be, you know? And I'm hearing push yourself through. So actually in the middle of this reading, I felt very exhausted because it's almost nighttime when I'm recording this, so I felt very exhausted, but I decided to push through, and right now I'm feeling amazing. So this feels like there needs to be a proper plan of where you want to be in the next 3 months or a year. What would make you most happy? Which place you want to be in? Maybe you want to move, or just in general what you want to achieve, you know? And dare to dream that. And get inspired and get to work, because you're a freaking magician here. Magician out here. And what is inside shall be outside. So if you're insecure of your appearance or your maybe financial wealth, or the people talking, this is so funny. Yeah, this feels like you really like to be around other people, but at this time there needs to be this kind of self-attentiveness. Not necessarily self-isolation, but taking time in the day and asking yourself, like, how do I feel? How do I want to feel right now? And then choosing what to do. Maybe doing something silly or something that you never thought you would allow yourself to do, you know. Maybe this will require your inner adult, you know, to say, okay, I allow myself to do this the next hour. Just for an hour, you know, and really getting in it, getting into whatever you're doing. And you could do this with your friends, or you could do it alone. But nevertheless, this feels like it needs to be something that will make you genuinely happy, your inner child happy. And this doesn't have to be anything huge. Start small, but this can be a huge thing as well. If you're feeling risky, go for it. Of course, don't hurt yourself or anyone else, please. But I feel like you know that anyway. And getting a protection stone, like here we have 3 different stones: lapis lazuli, amber, and cream jasper. Getting a stone to really ground you, maybe like carrying it on your neck, around your heart. This will really help you ground yourself. Yeah, but mainly what your heart wants you to know is that you got this, and you need to be less strict towards yourself and let yourself dream. Because I feel like you're in this very serious energy that nothing comes out in the end of the day. You feel exhausted and you feel like you don't want to talk to anyone, or you feel like you are worthless maybe, or something like that. But there is this rebellious, beautiful energy that you have, and you need to let yourself shine. And I feel like you are currently working on letting yourself shine more, step by step. And this is beautiful. So let's proceed with some cards. I have this Letterman deck here that I again made myself. What does pile 2's heart wants them to know this time? Oh my god, it's a lot. Oh my god, okay. So, have the bear, Mars energy, the ring, garden, okay, message of community, and fox. Your heart wants you to know that you are, in the end of the day, no matter how many people are around you, you are your biggest commitment. You owe yourself your happiness. It also talks about how you sometimes undermine your abilities or kind of betray yourself. Even if you don't mean to, there is Also on the back of the deck there's mice here. And this is house. Yeah, exactly. This is Cancer energy. Strong Cancerian energy here. You undermining yourself feels like your subconscious programming may be coming from your family, scarcity mindset of you kind of saying to yourself, you will never achieve anything. You're worthless. You're worth nothing. And this is not true. Pile 2, we have seen your power. Your heart sees your power, your strength. There's a lot of red here and just this yellow with ring. So your heart wants you to know how powerful and passionate you are. There also could be you not feeling safe enough in your own body. Your heart wants you to exercise more. Exercise that is like cardio, anything that will help, your heart to feel better and feel more energized. This will help you really feel more safe in your body and feel more assured of yourself, because you are this powerful magician, this powerful bear, this leader. Pile 2. There is a message about community, of you wanting to get out more, wanting to meet more amazing, beautiful people and get more experience. And your heart wants you to know that you're meant to be with others, no matter how much you want to isolate. Your power is needed in the world, but first, give it to yourself. Never forget that it all started with you, it will all end with you. And your heart is talking about your life, but also about how you affect others. And you may be feeling there like there's a lot of chaos in your community, or you just feel kind of chaotic, like people are chaotic around you compared to you. And I understand that. There's a need to take out any disruption or be discerning of people trying to get your energy out of you without your consent, your time, and saying no. This is also an extension of your commitment to yourself. Your heart wants you to know that your commitment starts with your own boundaries for yourself, but it also continues with other people's boundaries and with what kind of boundaries you set for other people in your life. You're strongly protected by spirit, and you will always be, because there is this fear. I saw 444 on the timer, so yes, this is a number of protection, angelic protection. There is a fear in this pile of God letting you down, or you not having protection around you when you become this powerful leader, and your heart wants you to know that this is not true. Deep down you know that you're a good person, and there is no such thing as good or bad, but you are very powerful and you mean well. So that means there always will be protective barrier around you and other people, and if your boundaries get crossed, this is not a sign of you not having any protection anymore. This is more like a test for you to test how well you can articulate through words your boundaries without aggression, but with care and with determination. Your heart wants you to know that you got this and that you are definitely in a new phase of your life. And this new phase will include a lot more people around you, so this is important to keep your boundaries a bit higher, just for your own sake and happiness. Alright, this was very straight and to the point. This is beautiful. With pile 1, again, there was a lot more chaos, but every pile is unique, and this is the energy that you are in right now. I will get some charms for you. I will look away and get some charms. Okay, we have this. Yes, this is all. Okay. Actually, I want to also take this. Alright, so we have here those two dice and two, how are those called? Threads, yes. Okay. And we also have this Cupid. I'm hearing stupid Cupid. Okay. And this is Two of Pentacles. Okay. So this is an interesting message because first of all there is two of everything. So if you see double numbers like 2 this is definitely a sign that your spirit is strongly around you. This is also a number of alignment. But it feels like there is a message of you being, you being guided by light into this new beautiful chapter or into this new energy. But you also co-create with spirit, with God, with universe. You have the choice of where do you want this arrow to go. It will go at some kind of target anyway, but you can choose and kind of adjust the direction of where you want it to go. With this Ember, this is Ember. Come on. Yeah, okay. This was a part of a bracelet that my brother wore, and it just fell out of the bracelet. There is definitely this focus on relationships, or you having to listen to your heart more. And I'm hearing the song, listen to your heart when it's calling to you. Listen to your heart. There's nothing else you can do. You don't know where you're going. Da, 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 da. So that could be and some kind of old connection going out of your life and you feeling remorseful or sad about it. But this is more of listening more to your heart when it comes to relationships and not being afraid of intensity or remorse and really feeling through it. And if you owe anyone anything, or if you have some words unsaid to someone, or you want to reach out to a person, there's definitely focus on reciprocation in relationship and balance. There's again this Libra energy with balance. With this candy here, there's again this message of balance. There's a lot of this. It feels like, and with Two of Pentacles again, balance. Oh my God. Yeah. All right. There is definitely a message from your heart that there is always two sides. That is you, another person, you and spirit, but there is always this arrow, this space in between that appears when you decide, I want to work with spirit, or I want to nurture this relationship. I want to give this person this sweet love that I have. This intention is what drives most relationships, and it requires work, but there is also this reciprocation of give yourself what you give another person in the relationship. Balance out the scales, and sometimes balancing out the scales in some relationships means just leaving them. If there is no reciprocation from your person, or if you feel like there is no result coming out, sometimes you just gotta leave. And Spirit says that you're a lot more capable than you think. Alright. I think I will end this here. Thank you so much for watching this reading. Thank you for your time. I really appreciate that. I wish you the best of luck in your journey. I love you. Please comment down below how it resonated. And I will see you guys in the next reading. So, bye-bye. Hello, Pile Free. Welcome to your reading. So glad that you're here. Every group has gotten a different greeting from me, and I feel there is a meaning in me greeting you. I'm so glad that you're here. But today we're looking into what your heart wants to say to you. And we're going to start with an overall energy that I got from the necklace that you chose, and you chose this beautiful fluorite necklace. Your energy is quite divine. It feels Virgo Piscean. It feels very celestial. You could be psychic, or you could just be very dreamy person. And it feels like you are in the, I'm hearing downward spiral, so I don't know what that means. I'm sorry if you're going through something tough right now. I want to assure you that it's going to be okay, because the wheel of life may just turn downwards for you, but it will, you know, it's always turning, so it will turn on back. So yes. This feels very Piscean. Yeah. You could have strong Pisces in your chart. Pisces, also Sagittarius, so there is strong Jupiter placements here that I'm feeling. Alright, let me start with getting your energy checked. That's an interesting... I just thought that this sounded like a doctor reference, so maybe you need to get your health checked in any way. Maybe you are healing something. Maybe your body is healing you right now in some sort of way. So if you feel any kind of discomfort in your body at this time, this feels like it's meant to be, because there's something wrong in your body or in your mental space. If you feel extremely confused, or I feel confused for some reason, because there's something you're not seeing in your body, mental, physical, emotional, that needs healing, and it may be, the healing may be happening right now as we speak, even if you're not aware. Alright, let me get your energy. First, current energy. Okay, we have this archetype card. This is Rebel, but it fell out in reverse. Okay, then let me get your energy here. Oh, 3 fell out, okay. They all fell on their face, but I will actually get them to show. So we have 2 yellow. Ooh, yellow and green, okay. And let me get this. Ooh, this card came out in pile 1, so you must be connected. Let me, though, oh, just falls apart, man. Let me get one more card for you. Oh, there are 2, okay. Your energy feels a bit, it feels very quiet. Oh, okay, come on. Oh, it ran away from me. The card just ran away. What I wanted to say about your energy, it feels very calm. At least I'm talking in a quiet manner, but I also feel irritation. And like I want something to be over quick. Like this reading. No, it's not about... And now I'm explaining myself. Why am I doing this? Pile 3, you're in the tricky energy here. Let me read this. This is in the hour of darkness. Hug yourself, you're not alone. It fell out in reverse, and we have here the metamorphosis has only just begun in reverse. Okay, pile 3. I want to say pile 4 for some reason. Pile 3. There are definitely some wounds that you're not facing right now? Sorry for the noises in my stomach. Yes, there is a resistance to inner healing here. There is an interesting energy of you feeling isolated. Maybe you try to be around people, but you still feel alone. And there are some wounds coming up in your, I feel like, areas of self-worth and self-love that you have not worked out yet. Those things want to be worked on, but even if you don't work on them, they will still, there still is gonna be a subconscious process of maybe you having nightmares or you being depressed or something else that will appear in your mental or physical body. This can also manifest as illness. That will indicate needing to heal something that you are not facing right now. My throat chakra is in pile 2. It got a bit blocked in the beginning of the reading, but right now it feels like something is pushing on my throat chakra. It's very uncomfortable. There is definitely a disconnect in your body somewhere, mental, physical, emotional, between you and this part of you. And if we're talking about our heart, this could be your heart that is getting blocked here. Your heart wants you to know that no matter how much you block it off, maybe because of trauma, or I'm hearing past life trauma, so this could be like your karma in this lifetime to work through wounds, no matter how uncomfortable it is. And I know it's not karma, it's really not, it's just everything, it's something that everyone does in every human being. If we choose to evolve, we choose to face the discomfort and work through it, no matter how tough it gets. Sometimes it's very uncomfortable. Life is hard sometimes, but it feels like you feel very depressed and very alone right now, and you could be fighting your insecurities instead of actually just accepting them. There is a bit of ego here, but there is a need to... What's this say? This says no power. Yeah, you feel powerless. You want change, but it feels like you're looking for change in other people, maybe in a different job, in a change of style, change of clothes. You know, like the caterpillar that goes to a butterfly. Maybe you try to kind of implement this change on the outside. Maybe you're working extra hours, but Spirit says that it's not going to help you. You need to... It's going to probably help other people. Maybe other people will feel good, like being next to you because you look good or something. This may be like a societal thing that may work in a society, but in the end of the day, we all are people. We're just humans, and as a human, you need to look within right now. And as this card says, hug yourself. You're not alone. You need to actually listen to what you feel, what you say, what your heart wants, what your heart desires, I'm hearing. And your heart wants you to speak your truth. And first of all, you need to be honest with yourself, first of all. You're this very powerful, rebellious rebel. With number 3, you're meant to shine. Oh my god. You're meant to shine. You're meant to be in the center of attention, but you need to learn to be at peace with yourself first. Because it feels like if you're not at peace with yourself, you will be inviting only chaos into your life and into other people's lives if they get too close. And look at how happy this person looks on this card. They know that they got themselves. They know that they will get through it. And this hope, it does not just appear out of nowhere. This assurance doesn't appear from other people, because other people, they may come and go. But you always stay. You always have you. And you may be the person who maybe learns through other people, but no matter how much you learn through other people, their experience is theirs. It's not yours in the end of the day. Experience, it's called experience because you actually go and feel things, learn things for yourself, and go through this discomfort. Yeah. And I'm saying that going through it on your own, not necessarily isolating yourself, but more so realizing that in the end of the day, we're born alone and we die alone, and this can be either extremely terrifying, because this means that you actually need to look at yourself and ask yourself, why am I hurting? Why am I feeling this way? And being honest with yourself. And this is the most painful thing sometimes. If you live all your life relying on other people to make you happy, or, trying to make people happy. Yeah, this is a very heavy message, but it's needed. I feel like it's needed. And Spirit says this with love. And your heart wants you to know that truth is never ugly. And no matter how, here it says passion under soft exterior, and I am that bee. You are extremely passionate, and you may be feeling very vulnerable right now, physically, mentally, emotionally, but this is this is a power move of actually looking in the mirror and realizing that, yeah, maybe you don't have all the stuff figured out now, but you will get through this because you have you, and you are extremely passionate and infinitely beautiful and wonderful and unique. You are unique. And this can either make you lonely, feel lonely at least, or maybe make you lonely because people you used to talk to when you were in your people pleaser kind of energy, you can no longer attend to them because you feel that you're way too different and they no longer fit in your life. This is just a hypothetical situation. May not resonate with everyone, but there's definitely the difference. You need to look at yourself as you're different, and this is either most terrifying thing or most liberating thing. But ultimately, you're still waiting your heart is still waiting for you to find it, love it, and bloom. Bloom into the unique and passionate and beautiful flower that you are. Your soul is so expansive and beautiful. And right now it feels like you're barely making your ends meet. And your heart wants you to know that no matter how broken you may feel, again, truth is never ugly. Because you're the child of the universe. You're the creation of space. You know, you consist of all the chemical elements that exist in the earth because you're one with the earth, and earth is so beautiful and wonderful and diverse. Every climate area, every hemisphere, every land, every country, every place has its own unique biome with creatures. Sometimes they look very terrifying, but they are unique and beautiful. And even if you see like a centipede, it may look terrifying to you, but centipede, they're pretty fast, and their legs, they're just so many legs on the centipede so that they can, move more comfortably. So maybe becoming more comfortable with your body and not viewing it as a flaw or any characteristic of yours that you feel ashamed of, but that is natural. This is a similar message of pile 1, so you may be drawn to pile 1. But yeah, you need to love your body. You need to love your heart. Because your heart beats with excitement when you get inspired or you fall in love, and it can also break and it hurts, and it's also a natural state of life sometimes. And both states of your heart have its own function. Pain is not always something that is wrong. So it's just a signal of something being broken or needing fixation. So it doesn't only attend to your body, like if your leg hurts, you need to go to the doctor. If you feel like something mentally is wrong, you maybe need like health check at a psychologist. And I know psychologists can be expensive. But even like watching a YouTube video about what you may think is a problem could be also extremely helpful because it feels like you're very insightful and you're very intuitive, and you may pick up on what is wrong. And if you place what's the problem in your body, and you even watch a YouTube video about it, this can help you educate yourself, about the problem, the pain. And it feels like you also need to not be only analytical about where you feel this, but how you feel. And really be your own best friend, because sometimes you gotta be your own best friend. And I feel like you're very soft and caring and sensitive soul. I'm hearing, but I have heart of steel. And this could be true to extent because maybe you had to shut out your emotions in order to survive. But I'm feeling so hell inspired right now, Palfrey. Feels like you can inspire a lot of people with your story. Or imagine that you could inspire somebody else with, if you get through this right now, if you push through this right now, if you get help or help yourself, or just be more compassionate to yourself and embrace whatever change it wants to happen within you. Crying may be a very important part of your daily routine, I'm hearing. So, okay, if this is how you deal with emotion, amazing. Do it. This is really a hype up reading here, I feel like. But your heart wants you to get more proactive in you helping you. You getting yourself out of the sticky mud you're in right now. And sometimes we gotta embrace stillness. But stillness does not mean procrastination or sitting in one place. Life still continues, goes on, and you also need to move in some kind of way. There, in the previous piles, there was a message of exercising. So in pile 1 there was yoga, in pile 2 there was cardio, and for you, pile 3, I feel like stretching will be very good for you. Stretching, because when you stretch your muscles, it's kind of the same process the spirit wants you to go through right now, or you're going through right now, when you feel that the shift needs to be done, but you are resisting it. And it's the same as taking 2 steps forward and 2 steps back. But with stretching, you will feel better the more you do it. So stretching is also very good for relaxing your body. So if you feel intense, Spirit wants you to stretch your muscles, and especially your hips for some reason, because hips actually store a lot of trauma and yes, stretching would be very good for you. So those are actually the messages of your heart to you. And we got here ship reversed, stork, snake reversed, mice, and this empty card here. Okay, so your heart wants you to know that change is important, and you may be or have been refusing change for a while. You could be afraid of death. Also, there could be fear of death or something becoming worse than it already is. So when something is dead, it starts rotting and decaying, basically. And it feels like you are afraid of that decay or rotting because you feel like it's never gonna get better. And interesting news I have for you is that it will indeed become better, but only if you embrace what you are most afraid of. I just saw 2727 on the clock. This could be an important number for you, but it also all like 2 plus 7 is 18, and it's number 9, number of completion, like almost completion. This is a number before number 1, before the new beginning, and it feels like this beginning wants to happen, but it requires you to face your fears, and your heart wants you to know that you subconsciously know that you need to be in a bit of a standstill right now to reevaluate your life and your choices that you were making before. And there's kind of this like again, this mindset that nothing will happen, nothing good will happen, but this is more like your mind knowing that if you refuse that inner change and don't face your inner demons and your inner trauma and don't accept yourself, yes, you will be stuck in the cycle of not being able to move forward and blocking off your blessings. Because there is a lot of power. This is a snake card. It talks about openness with your emotions, passion, sensuality, and there is also there is a moon and Cancer here. And yeah, this feels like you're shutting down your emotions because of something traumatic that happened before you shut down. House, yes. This could be related to your... And see, again, moon and Cancer. This could be related to your childhood or something that is related to you being brought up in some kind of environment. And this needs your evaluation here. Because whatever you learned in your childhood is not the reality. Your reality is whatever you change within, whatever you make for yourself. And this starts with you. You know, this blank page, this blank card it's you. You started off as this clean slate, and maybe you learned some things that laid this foundation of distrust or worry or just being people pleaser or anything that is standing in your way right now. It is your own programming that was laid upon you in your childhood, and we all experienced that kind of thing. I feel like a lot of people can actually relate to you. And I'm thinking about the stork here, number 17. It's a number of hope. This is star card in tarot. There is a beautiful destiny for you. It can only be made if you make that choice, but your heart wants you to know that you're loved beyond all the choices that you made, all the things that you've learned. Beyond all of this, you're loved and cared for. I'm hearing in the ethers, so universe is definitely, it loves you, and whatever it puts you through is not a personal attack or anything, but it is that foundation for you to clean out everything that makes you sad or that keeps you in that depressed state. And you need to attend to your emotions and to your heart. And in order to do that, you need to become your own best friend and not be afraid of, well, being too much, being too loud. And it starts with learning who you are, what you like, what do you want in life, and who do you want to be when you grow up, this kind of thing. It all goes back to your childhood. There needs to be this radical acceptance of, yes, I am unique. There is no such thing as second me. And this is such a wonderful opportunity for you to experience you and find out what makes you different. What is exactly you? Okay. Anything else? There is this confusion of, like, how am I gonna know who am I if I don't compare myself to other people? How am I gonna know who am I if I just look at me, not comparing myself, nothing? How am I gonna know who am I? And your heart says that you always knew who you are, but you forgot when you grew up, when you were shamed for being too loud or being not too brave, to fight with the boys in the backyard of the school or something like that. When you were shamed for yourself, you shut down. And your heart wants you to know that if you only saw how much the world around you will change if you Just radically accept yourself. You would cry, I heard. Okay, sorry for the noise in the background. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's insane down there. Okay, I will pull out the charms for you from here. Any closing messages from heart of pile 3 to pile 3. Okay. There's a lot of noise in the background. I'm sorry, pile 3. Okay, you have the Cupid. You have this 8 of Wands. It came out in reverse. Makes sense. This Ember. This little pendant. This Dragon Ball pin. This deer pin. We have two pins, and the star pendant, and this is a panda. Okay. It's a lot of pendants. I think that's all the pendants that I have in this charm cup. So what your heart wants you to know is that you're so loved and you're already accepted in the ethers as you are, and there is a need to be your own self again, to be a child again. And you can start with, I'm hearing, redecorating your space. So this could be a sign for somebody to redecorate their space a little bit. But in general, you are a dreamer, pile 3, and at your core you dream to be great, you dream to be perfect. But if you dream to be perfect, it's not really like what your inner child would like for themselves. It's more so what you want for other people. You want for other people to see your perfection, what is on the inside of you. You are already perfect on the inside, and you're kind of trying to bring it on the outside for other people to see and accept you. But what you need to know is that you need to see that for yourself. And this starts with changing your approach to how you view the world, and this is a long and tedious process. But your heart wants you to know that you don't need to compete for other people's attention or to be someone you're not. It feels like you're a walking contradiction. You could be like, you're very soft but very passionate, and you don't need to be one or the other. You can be both. I'm hearing the song You Can Be You. I will include every song that I channeled for each pile in the timestamp in the description box in the video, after the video. But yeah, pile 3, you are magical. You're the star, you're the moon, you're the space itself. And you need to know that no matter what you choose to see in yourself, you're all of those things. You're the cosmos. And you maybe want to move forward with passion, but something keeps getting your attention, and that means you need to attend to it. You know, there was a lot of noise in the background in your reading, in the end especially, so you need to attend to yourself. Yeah. You need to ask yourself what's wrong and be honest about answering this question. No matter how chaotic your outside life is, and your heart wants you to know that you are loved. Always. Always have been. The fact that other people could not love you doesn't mean that you're not worthy. But it all has to start with you. And it will end with you. Wow, this was very powerful. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next reading. Love you. Comment down below how much it resonated. And yes, I hope you have a wonderful day or night, whatever you're watching this, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.